Hey guys, it's Saturday. It's like 5:45 and today is a little bit different. My phone is about to die, so you may have to bear with me. I may have to come back in on another mode. So if I go off and come back on, I'll come back on my iPad. I just wanted to start by letting you know that when I said expect the unexpected, it's because today my goal was to talk to you about limiting beliefs, and it's not that we won't talk about that to some degree, but my real honest to God goal today is to talk with you about, I guess you could say, I just really want to get really raw and really real with you and be very honest with you today. I had a friend of mine pass away from cancer today, and I'm very emotional about it, and I'm sad, and I'm going through all the emotions someone goes through when they find out a dear friend passes away from cancer. But not only that, I had another person in my circle of friends who's diagnosed with cancer a couple of weeks ago, and a lot of you know her. And I guess I'm getting tired of it, and I don't have any power or control over it. But I'm going to have some real honest talk with you today. The reason why this site says Carol Ward Fitness is because my mission is to help people. It's to help you overcome things in your life that have held you back from being the best self that you could be. It's to help you get over your fears of being able to get your body healthy nutritionally. It's to help you get fit from the inside out and healthy from the inside out, physically, emotionally, spiritually, nutritionally. And I'm passionate about it, not because I want to make some big profit off of you guys, but because I want to have an impact on people's lives so we have less cancer, so we have less type 2 diabetes, so we have less people having heart disease or have to go on cholesterol medication or take metformin for type 2 diabetes or take high blood pressure medication and have to suffer the long-term effects that those medications were never meant for you to be on for a long time, and they do damage to your body that takes you into your later years. I'll tell you a quick story. My mom has been on I don't even know the name of it, but the scientific name for Prilosec and Prevacid for a long time, and she doesn't even know how many years she's been on it. I asked her doctor. It's been for way longer than what she thought, because she thought she was on a different medication. They were all related. And those drugs are only meant for you to be on for a short period of time, and they mask the problems. They're not getting to the root of the problems. And because of that, she now has kidney disease, and she of course had the brittle bones and had to have hip replacement surgery, which I believe is related to the medication, because those are a lot of the indications and the findings that they've had from these medications. But even more than that, if you think of people that have diabetes, you're taking a medication to cover up a problem that you have with food, that you may have with taking in sodas, taking in too much sugar, taking in, and that could be in ice cream, candies, cookies, cakes. It could also be in hidden sugar, and not getting enough fruits and vegetables, and not getting the right protein, not getting enough of the healthy fats in your diet. And it is causing your body to have to turn to medication to cover up a bigger problem. And you may be on that for the rest of your life. So I keep hearing things from people. I don't want to spend money. I don't want to spend money to get healthy. I don't have enough money to eat healthy. But yet I can pay $40 a month to be on medication for type 2 diabetes, or for high cholesterol, or for high blood pressure. I'm not going to play God, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist. What I will do is help you. I will help you from my own experience, because I have been in your shoes. I have had high blood pressure. I used to pay $40 a month for that high blood pressure medication. And I remember having the same excuses to not getting healthy. I would say, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money to get healthy, but I had enough money to still eat the way I was eating, and I had enough money to still pay for the blood pressure medication until someone reached out and helped me get healthy. And my goal in life is to pay it forward. I don't care if I get a dime in my professional life, as an entrepreneur in this business. My goal is to help you. My goal is to help you so that you get your body alkaline and clean and as healthy as it can be, so that maybe you have a less chance of getting cancer. It might not be that you won't get cancer, but I pray to God that you don't. And I pray to God that if you do, your body is whole enough, because it's been you've been eating nutritionally, that you can fight it way better than with chemo and radiation. You guys know I've been following Ryan Loaf, and he has fought it completely nutritionally. He's taken a humongous approach to, or change in approach to getting himself healthy without turning to chemo and radiation. And I'm not even recommending that much change. I'm just recommending that you commit to yourself to make small changes one day at a time, that I can walk you through and hold your hand and support you and cry with you and feel your frustrations with you. And I'm doing that because I care about you. I care. I don't want you to have type 2 diabetes down the road or now. I don't want you to be on high blood pressure medication. I don't want you to have cancer. I don't want you to have high cholesterol. The reason I'm passionate about it too is that in my previous job, I sold a disability plan, and you'd be surprised at how many young people I came across that had high blood pressure, heart disease, high cholesterol, and diabetes. And it had an impact on me. And honest to God, I know I can't heal them. I'm not God, but I can at least make a contribution. I can pay it forward. And with that, I did that. Through my own journey, people saw me bringing in my shakes into the workplace and were asking me, what was I drinking, what was I taking, what was I eating, what was I doing different, that they could see a difference in my body and in my skin and in my weight and everything. And they asked, how do I do this? And I remember this one particular guy, his name is Wagner. He worked at an auto dealership, and Wagner was such a great guy. He came to me and he said, what are you drinking? He wanted to know more about it. And then a few days later he said, oh my gosh, he's like in his 30s, and he's married and had a couple of kids. And he said, I just came back from the doctor and they told me I have high cholesterol and they're worried about it and it scared me. Will you help me? This is before I ever even got into this business. And I said, yes. I also helped several people that had blood pressure issues. Not only did I give them tools before I ever have done this in this platform, I gave them tools because I'm passionate about it. I wanted to see people help heal their bodies. I had a young guy at a municipality come to me, and he had been in the hospital several times that week for high blood pressure, and he was very heavy, and he was drinking soda all the time, and I literally could not convince him to get off of soda. Like, he just didn't see the value. Even from his friends, even from the high blood pressure, even from the high cholesterol, even from all of the issues he had, even from being borderline diabetic. So finally, I didn't have any other tools other than to pray for him. I just remember us sitting there and me asking him if I could just touch him and if I could pray for him, if I could just say some words of encouragement to him. And he allowed me to do that. And I don't know his outcome, but today, when I heard about Deborah, and when I heard about another friend last week diagnosed with cancer, and we also have another friend with cancer, and so many others, I just want to just touch one life. And I want that life to touch one life. And I want that life to touch one life. And I want this to be a ripple effect so that we can help people. We can heal them. We can help you heal yourself. We can give you the tools to heal your own body. Your body was created to heal itself. All these medications are on the market to mask things. I saw a video the other day from a pharmaceutical sales rep where she left pharmaceutical sales because she got tired of masking, helping people mask their illnesses. And she said, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to teach them how to do something better, how to get their bodies into optimum health. For me, I don't think it's just a one-size-fits-all thing. I don't think it's just about getting your nutrition in order or just getting fit. I think it's about, or by working out, I think it's about really having a healthy spiritual life. And it's also about, which helps you find peace, but it's also about having an emotionally stable life and not feeling stress and letting go of past pains and letting go of unforgiveness. And those are things, people, I'm not perfect. I struggle in my everyday life with some of these things, but I have wisdom I've learned from my mistakes, and I'm trying to share the benefit of my experience with other people so that you can walk things out in a different way and you can end up having a healthier future because of what I've gone through. I'm going to tell you a story about my aunt. My aunt had, this is really how I came into being a coach and why I have tears when I talk about diabetes and cancer. My aunt was a 25-year breast cancer survivor. In 2012, I can't even think what year it was, 2012, she was diagnosed with her second cancer. Now, my aunt was a wonderful woman, and she gave back. Like, for example, if you've seen any of my other videos, my aunt, when she had cancer, she started up a Bosom Buddies care group or support group for women in her area because in Valdosta they had no support groups. She started it and it took off like wildflowers. And she also held different teams for the Relay for Life, and then she eventually chaired the Relay for Life and held other positions on the board. I mean, she paid it forward in so many ways. So when she was diagnosed on the year, her 25th year anniversary of being a breast cancer survivor, diagnosed with stage 4 lymphoma, it was a crushing blow to her and to us. She had seen so many of her friends in that circle go through cancer not only once, but several times. And she didn't want to have that happen. No one does. But here she was faced with it. And I remember all the struggles she went through. I encouraged her to consider other holistic options, and she fought it. She said, no, I'm not going to do that. I trust my doctor. I trust chemo. I'm going to go the way of chemo. And that's what she did. And God bless her, she walked it out the way she felt like she knew best for herself. What I didn't know at the time was that she was also either diabetic, type 2 diabetic, or borderline. She told me borderline. I'm not necessarily convinced that was true. And I remember after the chemo, she went into the hospital. She had blood clots. She fell. She had a hematoma. And after that hematoma, she had more and more falls because she just could not maintain her balance. After that, the doctors told her that she needed to get rid of the cataracts because she couldn't see very well. And then told her after she had the cataract surgery or before, there's a chance that she could have a reaction to the chemo because of the fact that she had type 2 diabetes and that it could cause some other issues. And sure enough, it did. And she not only lost her vision, like she stroked out in her eye. And I remember being so heartbroken about the fact that chemo had created all of these issues in her body. And at the same time, I had been urging her to get healthy, and she had every excuse in the book. Every excuse. She said, Valdosta doesn't have kale. Valdosta doesn't have much in the way of healthy foods. us talking and suggesting ways to get off of things that could be causing sugar in her diet. And she just wasn't willing, she wasn't committed, she wasn't ready, she didn't want to do it. And her body took a toll. The chemo took a toll on her body. And in 2013, the cancer, she had beat the cancer in 2012, and then in 2013, in May, the cancer came back and she lost her battle. That's why I do this. That's why this is important to me. That's why I put myself out there every day, facing rejection from people who might not understand what I do and why I do it, and might not believe in it, and might not see the value in it. I do it to help you guys. I do it because someone helped me first, and I want to help you. So what I'm asking you is if you're on blood pressure medication or cholesterol medication or type 2 diabetes medication, or whatever the case, you have some illness or disease and you want help, please reach out to me. Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. I may or may not be able to help you, but at least give me a shot. Ask me any questions you want. My goal is to walk it out with you and to support you and to encourage you. I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to leave your side. I'm going to be right there with you, and I'm going to hold your hand through those hard days. I can't do it for you. You have to take the first step, but you have to be committed. And if you aren't committed, don't reach out yet, because I won't be able to help you. And I know this because when I taught quit smoking classes, people were on their deathbeds and I couldn't help them. And it broke my heart. Someone telling me I have emphysema, but I don't want to quit smoking. It broke my heart. But I had no choice but to just say, okay, and just let them figure it out for themselves. And I don't know if those people passed away or what happened, but you have to be ready to take that chance. You have to be ready to make that change. And when you are, I will be here. You can PM me, you can like the message, you can comment, you can phone me, you can check on my website. There's forms you can complete to be anonymous. Whatever it is you want to do to reach out to me, to let me know I need help, I will help you. I will do whatever I can to help you. Like I said, I don't feel like I am God and I have the power to heal the world. I don't. I know I don't. But if I can help one person get their body healthy so that they can battle cancer, even if they decided to go with chemo, and their body can have the tools it needs to handle the effects of the chemo, great. Or if you decide that you don't want to go with chemo and you want to go a different route, I can steer you into a direction and get you in touch with people who have done it holistically. If you have other diseases, like I mentioned, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, I can help you with that. Like right off, I can help you. I can help you get off medication. I can give you the tools that you need to be successful there. So I just urge you to think about the things that you put in your body and the long-term effect it has on your health. And I'm not talking just about medication. I'm talking about food. What is that food going to do for you tomorrow when you're in the hospital bed fighting cancer? I'm just going to put it out there. Today is just about real talk. And I'll probably come back a little bit later and talk about limiting beliefs, but I am going to just say this about limiting beliefs, is when you think you can't do something, you can't. But when you train your mind to believe that you can, you can. And someone taught me one time that it's good to write down all of your limiting beliefs on a piece of paper and pencil, and to go back and write the truth in pen, and to repeat every day watching what you wrote in pen, and eventually erase all of the things that were the untruths. You have to change your mind, change your mindset, and get away from those limiting beliefs that are holding you back, that are saying, I cannot do it. I've tried, I can't do it. I'll tell you why. When we talk one-on-one, I'll tell you why you failed before. It's something that you're gonna thank me, because gosh, I didn't know that before. Something I've been learning a lot about lately that I should have learned, gosh, when I went on my journey. I just learned it from going through it. So just know that I've been in your shoes. I'm not asking anyone to do anything that I haven't done myself, and I'm here. And for whatever that means for you, however that's going to help you, just know I am not going anywhere. I'm going to stay committed to this cause because I'm passionate about it, and I want to help other people avoid the pitfalls that I've seen my other friends succumb to. So thanks for tuning in. Please share this with a friend who you feel like can benefit from it, because there are so many out there that need to know how they can get off medication too. Thanks, guys. And please say a prayer for the family of my friend who lost her battle today. Her name's Deborah Allen, and if you would say a prayer for her family, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Bye.